Hello, fight fans. Today, we turn back the clock to October 4th, 2003. We are at the Mandalay Bay Events Center in Las Vegas to witness one of the most shocking, technical, and unforgettable nights in heavyweight boxing history. In one corner stands the living legend, Evander "The Real Deal" Holyfield. In the other corner, the man who defines technical boxing, James "Lights Out" Toney. This isn't just a boxing match. This is a collision between pure talent and pure will. Now sit back, because we are analyzing one of boxing history's greatest upsets in full detail. Let's first look at the conditions under which these giants stepped into the ring. Evander Holyfield was exactly 40 years old. He stood 6'2", 1.89 meters, weighed in at 219 pounds, 99.3 kilograms, and looked as flawless as a Greek god. His guaranteed earnings, or purse, for the night was exactly $5 million. In the opposite corner was James Toney. Toney was 35 years old and stood significantly shorter at 5'10", 1.78 meters. But the shocking part was his weight. Toney tipped the scales at 217 pounds, 98.4 kilograms. Many authorities, including the legendary commentator Larry Merchant, described him as looking, quote, fat and out of shape. Toney's purse was approximately $2 million. Everyone thought Holyfield's brute strength would crush Toney's lack of conditioning.
The fight, the extra weight may help him on the inside against a strong guy like Holyfield, but will it affect his speed and quickness, which he's been saying all along will be the difference in the
punch? And he must use the jab. Part of the problem with that, oh, there it is again.
And that is his best punch.
It is, and the jab has been missing from the Holyfield arsenal in recent fight. We'll see in this fight whether it's back.
Has he discovered already the answer to Toney's style? Holyfield with an
defensive fighter. But the way you beat him is you do throw that hook, and there it is. Holyfield knows what to do, and he's doing it here in this round.
On the inside of stop. He's only been down a couple of times. The last time was
arm punches.
And of course, he's been through a lot of wars, and the chronicler felt the power of an Evander Holyfield. Rough house tackle. That's a heavy right hand.
The other, not only is it good for Holyfield that he's thrown the hook so much, he's even getting the right hand in. You don't normally land that against Toney.
And Holyfield is picking off shots defensively by Toney. A very good first round for the legendary Holyfield, who just made Toney buckle with a body shot just before the bell.
30 left hooks, well over 26 left hooks in the first round. So here's a guy who
started to throw that left, misses with the right. Toney jabbing more now and using his crafty in spurts. He's not just trying to steal things. There's a beautiful jab stuffed in there by Holyfield.
That was okay. James Toney wants this fight in the center of the ring. You can see he is trying desperately to like he normally does, and was hit with big hooks to the body. And Toney being more aggressive though here in this second round, starting to get some of his punches off. A slight subtle change. He's able to land a little bit.
And he's getting a little more cutesy now. That's his style, that tricky sidestepping, slipping, the shifting.
Nothing low, Evander. Now, Holyfield's doing a good job committing to the body. Holyfield has been more inactive.
Now, Holyfield, yes, more measuring since that big first round. Nice quick left hook to the jaw.
Maybe doing enough to steal this round.
Holyfield missing, but he got him on the inside with a left hook uppercut. A better round.
In Holyfield's corner stood the monument of discipline, Don Turner. In James Toney's corner was the boxing mastermind, Freddie Roach. Before the fight, Roach was very confident, stating, "My guy is the most talented boxer in the world. Holyfield is just a robot." And so, the battle of strategies was about to begin.
And that one, right on the border, and then he tries to double with it over. James Toney had his moments, a lot of moments in that last round, actually. And you're not supposed to be able to hook with a left hook artist. Well, he did it during this match.
And we enter round 3, scheduled for 12, a heavyweight. And so far, that left hand seems okay after the shoulder surgery.
You know, Holyfield, late, he's 41 years of age. You can't always sustain what you want over the course of a round when you're 41. Excellent right by James Toney. A counterpunch each other, and it right in front of each other, throwing and landing. That's what he's trying to do now. Tony's not getting hit with any counterpunches, actually landing a few of his own, including that beautiful left hook on the inside.
Tony acknowledging something that was Rockbond could tell you about it. Left-right combination upstairs issue. Of course, a lot of fighters complaining that Holyfield is dirty. Others say it just gets rough on the inside, and that's the kind of fighter he is. Tony said he's very prepared for that, and he just wipes off the sweat. Holyfield, you're not hurting me.
A confident James Toney to this point, that's for sure.
As the opening bell rang, Holyfield tried to apply pressure. However, James Toney settled into the center of the ring, using his signature shoulder roll defense. Holyfield would throw, and Toney would slip the punches by millimeters, responding with sharp counters. It was as if Toney was in the Matrix.
Which is apparently at this juncture a little better than Tony's hand speed is making a difference right now. I'm not saying it's dazzling at this point, but it's certainly better than Holyfield's.
Tony's motion toward his corner was actually directed toward the judge over there, we are told, in trying to indicate to the judge that he hit Evander Holyfield. He's working the judges. Tony unleashing a combination, the left hook, effective on Holyfield's head.
Look how low Holyfield's hand is, Steve.
Toney continues to have. Now the infighting as Toney backs off, gets himself some.
Holyfield is doing what he did against Bird, coming inside and smothering his punches. Could that mean the left shoulder's bothering him again? We can't keep the left up. That's when he does it. When he can't keep that left up,
him negatively, you're right. And when you're almost 41 years old, those problems can crop up in a second. Back comes Holyfield.
Well, now it's what we thought it was going to be, isn't it?
It's a slugfest.
The defense of Toney right now.
Really now.
And Holyfield's doing the. Now, does Toney think he's punched himself out? Will he try and come back now?
Toney with a crisp left hooks. 3 in a row unanswered. A right uppercut on the jaw by Toney on the inside. Work out. Jay Nady again cautioning Holyfield to be careful with the head. That left hook.
Time!
After the fourth round, things changed. Toney wasn't just fighting, he was talking to Holyfield. He was shouting, "Come on, hit me!" Holyfield was baffled. No matter how hard he threw, he was facing a ghost. Toney had brought the old-school style of the 1940s into 2003.
Effectively, Holyfield getting some of those shots in well, some being blocked. This is vintage James Toney. And look at him, land the uppercut. It is so hard to hit him when he's in this posture. And you see, actually, a lot of Holyfield's punches.
Has a fight on his hands here with James Toney. As we head into round 5, scheduled for 12. Off first. There's a big overhand right to the chin. A left hook to the other side of Holyfield's face. Flicking the jab, doing it all, twisting and turning. James Toney is pocket. Oh, what a heavy right hand showing the chin of Holyfield. Big shot by Toney. Another one over the.
Watch your head, Evander. On the inside here, should be taking that step to the left and making it work. Instead, it's Toney with the double left hook. That he's in control of this fight. That is it right now.
Defying, don't hook with a hooker. That extra weight. Again, doubling up with the left is James. Beautiful combination upstairs by James Toney. A countering right, but Holyfield counter puncher. Oh, what a zinging straight right hand.
The problem is he's getting hit, and his hand speed isn't up to the task right now, and he's not stand on his right side and can't land any punches. He can't block the right hand. And the combinations from James Toney. One of the keys to victory. He had to throw more than one punch at a time. He's doing it. He said Holyfield's, oh my God, he sticks his tongue out at Evander Holyfield.
Evander Holyfield with an incredible look of concern on his face.
Let's remember, he's just short of his 41st birthday. And at a certain point, athletes can wear down.
And athletes, particularly fighters, can get old. They turn old in one night.
You know, after a textbook for
Body shot by Toney, and you saw the reaction, the grimace of Holyfield.
Instead, it has been all James Toney.
Now again, Toney motioning over, I can only assume to the judge, who is spot in case he didn't see it.
You know what? Doesn't he know we're supposed to do the commentary? Wow, he is just devastating Evander Holyfield now, and Holyfield with no answers.
Wait,
Evander, don't butt him.
Toney.
And Holyfield smothering himself, doing exactly what he did against Chris Burns. I've been on broadcast 15 or 20 James Toney fights. You got to get to your left and rip punches, and right now he's not doing.
Hands to Holyfield's body, has to be wearing Holyfield out. Holyfield with tremendous guts, plowing forward, and the exhaustion. Oh, what a right hand by Toney, and then eluding the comebacker, the left hook try by Holyfield.
Stop. You got to watch banging him. You're hitting him.
On anywhere, which is pretty interesting.
Now he's going backwards, but he swings wildly, Holyfield, and misses. Perhaps out of frustration, going back to the headbutting.
The combination punching by Toney is simply too much right now for Holyfield. Talking to the judge and saying, hey, I landed that shot, and then watch him like you wouldn't expect to see in this fight. The right hand's been a very important weapon for Toney, and look how he slips off stamina and all the rest of it for Holyfield to change his game plan. He may have to feel, and it may be that he's going to have to land something that hurts James Toney. And
he's so bubbling with confidence right now. He strutted back to his corner,
which was blocked, came with another left hook, which Toney slipped. That is what he's facing.
Here's your press row, people. They've got Toney now inching ahead. Remember, it was, and through 6, they've got Toney up a couple of points.
I have Toney ahead by, I am winning it. He is fighting in spurts the last 5 or 6 fights, and it's continuing here tonight.
A booming right hand to the head by Toney. James Toney. But he keeps on fighting.
Not enough punches coming from Evander Holyfield, and we don't know at this juncture if he can hurt Toney with a big shot.
Toney just too fast for him, too quick. Say to become undisputed champion once again. You have to wonder about that after this performance tonight against a cruiserweight champion. Not only to Holyfield, Al, that even a loss tonight. Big right hand by Holyfield out of nowhere. Powering right hand by Toney. Lost tonight. He won't step away from the sport. It is going to take a freight train to hit him.
Well, and a fighter who he really reveres, Rocky Marciano.
Yeah.
And he is not fighting like Rocky Marciano because it's all about domination.
He reveres Marciano because he was a small heavyweight. Now this is...
He hasn't lost since 1997, Toney. He hasn't performed well.
Now he's getting really
very nice shots. And none of them have made a huge impact. And we say that because that leads us now to talk that James Toney can take some pretty good heavyweight punches. It may well.
Trickle of blood from the lower lip of Evander Holyfield. As Toney continues to press forward, Holyfield trying to escape the ropes, which he does. And Evander Holifield's health and welfare.
That's one of the most poignant moments I remember in a boxing corner in a long time. And let's see what happens.
Telling Evander Holyfield, you continue to get hit by these right hands, which you just got hit by again. There it is again. I'm going to stop the fight. Holyfield, never a quitter. You hear him say anything?
No, he kind of shook his head out. He said something about I'll do it, but
no quit, of course. And Evander Holyfield, as you check out the press row scoring, it continues to widen for Toney. Oh, there's a short left hook. Another one by Holyfield. Oh, he's trying.
He's hitting him with hooks. Now they're partially blocked, and that's not hurting James Toney.
He's going for it all here. He's throwing it all at Toney now.
You just can't back him like that.
He's looking for a Hollywood turnaround, a dramatic turnaround, Holyfield. He knows.
That was what he had, and for the first time you saw him hold on. This fight could be moments, or at least a minute or two away from ending. Yes?
We may be seeing the end of an era. It's going to be ruled a knockdown.
4, 5, you okay? 6, you all right? 7.
And then, round 9. Toney landed a perfect left hook to Holyfield's liver. The real deal crumbled to the canvas. He managed to get up, but Toney attacked ruthlessly. And at that exact moment, a white towel came flying from Holyfield's corner, thrown by Don Turner. James Toney had shocked the world, winning by technical knockout.
Of James Toney into the ear of Evander Holyfield. I love you.
However, this towel didn't just end the match, it ended a years-long friendship. Don Turner wanted to prevent his student from taking further punishment and suffering permanent damage. The boxing world applauded Turner's decision, saying he saved Holyfield's life. But Holyfield didn't see it that way. Immediately after the fight, a major crisis erupted in the locker room. Holyfield was furious, shouting, "I was still fighting! You had no right to stop me!" And he fired Don Turner on the spot. Holyfield's stubborn warrior spirit preferred dying in the ring to accepting defeat, but Turner hadn't allowed it. This match was the night James Toney proved his mastery. But what do today's superstars think about Toney? Heavyweight giant Tyson Fury expresses his admiration for James Toney at every opportunity. In an interview, Fury said, James Toney is one of my favorites. People laughed at his belly, but he was a defensive wizard. Even at that weight, no one could touch him. A true old-school legend. British star Anthony Joshua also praised him, saying, if you want to learn inside fighting, watch James Toney tapes. His use of shoulders and counters is a lesson in itself. And the undisputed champion, Alexander Usyk, a technical genius himself, Usyk respects Toney's ring IQ. Boxing isn't just power, it's intellect. Toney was one of the best at showing that. Toney's style influenced not just his own era, but the champions that followed. That night, when James Toney shouted, "I got milk, baby," he was actually proclaiming that talent never ages. For Holyfield, it was the dramatic fall of a stubborn king. If you enjoyed this analysis of this legendary fight, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments.
Yes, it's true, Evander Holyfield.
Detroit, baby, Ann Arbor.
Detroit, man!
One time, baby. You know what I'm talking about? That's how we do it when we from the
Heavyweight coming out party for James Toney.
Nobody do it like that.
Jimmy Lennon Jr.